Hey guys, I'm Rhett with Section 8 Real Estate Investing. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and stay up to date with us. We got a lot of really cool content coming your way. Leave your questions and comments below. I'll get to all of them. Right now, we're actually going to address something that some of our subscribers have been talking about in the comments, and that's rehabbing distressed property. Okay? Now, there's a couple different things that go into that. I buy distressed property to turn into rentals. I also buy it to flip. Okay? And there's a different approach you need to take depending on what your goals are, what your investing goals are, whether you are a buy and hold investor or you are a flip investor, okay? And it's also okay to be both. Now, first things first, when you see a distressed property, whether it's bank owned, foreclosure, whether it's been vacant for a long time, a tax sale property, whatever it is, the most important thing to do is run comps on that area. That's first and foremost, okay? Because you need to understand what the going rate is in that area for that property you're gonna buy. Now, once you have an understanding of similar like property that has sold in that area and is for sale in that area, you have to ask yourself, well, is that price reflective of those comps? Okay, especially if the property needs work. If that property needs $50,000 worth of work, will it then be worth what those comps are in that area? Okay, so the comps are very, very important, and how they relate to price is also important. For example, you might have a place that is listed for $100,000, and maybe it needs $50,000 in work. So you're going to be all into it for $150,000. Now, say that house comps out in that area for about $150,000. That is totally fine if you're a buy and hold investor. Meaning you're gonna hold that property for a long time, you're gonna take rental income from it, and it's gonna appreciate for you over the years. However, if you're a flip investor, that's not gonna work, right? Because there's not enough money on the back end. If you buy it for 100 and you put 50 into it, you're into it for 150, comps in that area are for 150,000, where's the money you're gonna make? It's not there. So it's okay if what you're gonna put into that property is that 50,000, right? You'll be in it for 150 and it's worth 150, that's okay if you're gonna buy and hold it. But if there's no money for you on the back end, on a flip, it's not a good buy for you. So it's very important to do comps, right? Because if you screw up the comps and you're a flip investor, you're gonna be underwater or in trouble. Think about this also, you have a lot of fees, closing costs, you're paying an agent a lot of the time, okay? You get a lot of fees on the back end that you have to cover to make some money, all right? So that's really important. What are your goals? Are you a buy and hold investor or a flip investor? And what is the goal of this property that you're looking at, okay? Guys, property walkthrough with a contractor. This is absolutely huge. Even today, I can still go to properties, walk through them after buying all the properties I've purchased and rehabbed, and still I can be off on quotes by thousands and thousands of dollars. It is very, very beneficial for you to walk through prospective property with the contractor that's going to be doing the work. Contractors can see things that we can't, right? And they can give you some kind of quote, barring crazy circumstances or whether they run into something that they weren't expecting. They can give you a quote right there live. When I buy properties, I go through every single one of them with the contractor that's gonna be doing the work, depending on what state it's in. It doesn't matter, okay? Whether it's up north, whether it's here down south, I will go to that property with a contractor. I will get a area ballpark quote of what it's gonna take to get the job done. Or they'll also say, hey, there's asbestos in the basement that needs to be remedied. Or hey, there's lead paint upstairs we're gonna have to get rid of that maybe I wouldn't be able to see on my own, and that saves me a ton of money, okay? Also, you're not buying a property that you think might need 10,000 in rehab and you bring a contractor in, he tells you it needs 60, right? And you've already spent 100 to buy it, okay? We want to avoid that at all costs. What's a really cheap way to avoid that? Bring in a contractor. And guys, pay the contractors for their time. Nothing's for free, okay? If they come out to see a house for you, they're taking time out of their busy schedule, give them $100, okay? For an hour, all right? Be respectful of their time, and the next time you need them to go walk through a house, they know, okay, this is serious, I'm gonna get paid for my time, and they're gonna go, okay? You keep asking somebody to do stuff for free, it's not gonna work, okay? And lastly, guys, negotiate. A lot of times on these rehabbing, on these distressed properties that you're going to be rehabbing, there's a lot of room. And that's for many different reasons. First off, if it is distressed, it could be a family member selling another family member's home, or a distant relative of theirs. They might live out of state and be looking to just sell it quick. The bank could own it, guys. The bank doesn't want to own property. It's a lot of holding costs for banks, right? It's taxes, it's insurance, it's stuff banks don't want to do. They don't want to be in the property business. Okay, guys? So, unless it's a mortgage, then they do. But they don't want to be owning all these vacant properties, so they're going to want to get them off of their books. Banks are always willing to negotiate. Everything is negotiable. And a big part of that, guys, is speaking to the agents that represent the banks, speaking to the agents or the wholesalers that are representing some distressed property, and tell them what's going on. You'll have all the info you need if you walk through with a contractor. You'll say, listen, it's only worth $150,000. You want $200 for it, and it needs, it needs a lot of work, or it needs a new roof, and it needs a new basement. It needs new walls. It's a full gut. There was an electrical fire, right? Stuff that a contractor will be able to tell you. So it's good to have that stuff. It's good to have that information to help you negotiate. Okay. Another way that you can use the property against the seller is how long has it been on the market? If it's been on the market a long time, you're going to have more room to negotiate, right? If it's been on the market, it's been listed, someone wants to sell it, the longer it's on the market, the more the seller wants to get rid of it. Okay, guys? Very, very, very limited amount of information on buying rehab property, but some of buying distressed property, but some of the most important stuff, okay? If you can take away one thing from this, guys, it is do a property walkthrough with a contractor. That is the most important part of buying distressed property, unless you yourself are doing all the work and you have an idea of what it's gonna cost you. But if you can go to the property, go to the property. If you cannot go to the property, pay somebody in that area, pay a contractor to go and give you a quote on it. Okay, if you're an out-of-state investor, call 20 different contractors, guys. You're gonna have to work, this isn't easy. So call somebody down there, have them go out to the house, okay? Have them set up a visit with your agent if you're out of state. Take them around, okay? Pay everybody for their time and get quotes, okay? Do it the right way. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget, leave your questions and comments below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We got a lot more good content coming at you. Thanks, guys.